Alright, what is going on guys, my name is Shadows and welcome to a color correction / lighting tutorial. And this is of course Minecraft related, and today I'm going to be showing you how to basically give light to your renders and overall color correction for Minecraft graphics. And here's the deal, if this tutorial will reach 200 likes, I'll continue making different tutorials. But the reason why this isn't the whole banner tutorial, it's because I didn't really want to show everything like in one video. I thought that's a bit too much, so I'm gonna do it more like in categories and in parts rather. So yeah, if this reaches 200 likes, I'll make probably a text tutorial, so like text involving Minecraft banners, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. So first of all, let me make a new document. So 1080p quality. Hang on, let's see if I got any renders. Oh, here's one. Here's a render that I recently made, apart from the sword, because I don't model stuff because I'm too lazy to learn how to model, even though I know I should. And let's find a screenshot from my pack. Let's do single player. Yes. Alright, this is a good example, I think. Alright, let's see. Let me copy this here. And what I like to do, I just like to do / just right click and warp and kind of like drag it out. For some reason I don't really know why I do that, but it just kind of looks cool. And yeah, you can kind of adjust the position. I don't know. Okay, I guess that looks fine. And where can we place him? Maybe make him a bit smaller. Yeah. So yeah, you want to make sure like it looks about right. And I know the bottom bit doesn't look right because he's not standing on the ground and everything. But when you're making a banner, you have of course those borders here and here, so you won't really see it, and this is the part you would see. So first of all, what I like to do is give some correction to the render. Oh yeah, actually the first thing I do, because for some reason every time I render it out I have to do it with a mouth, so I just make it really small, but I cannot get rid of it, otherwise it interacts with the eyes. So what I do, I make sure I grab the same color of the skin, and I'll just go over it with a brush tool, and there you go. So if anyone has that problem, that's how you do it. Alright, so now what we do, we go to blending options, and the first thing I do is inner glow, and I actually got those settings saved, but you put it on overlay and opacity to around 30-40. It depends what person you're working with, what render, because each render has, what the hell was that? Go away. And each render has different settings, so yeah, it gives like more detail to the render and gives kind of like a glowing edge to it, as you see in the glow, self-explanatory. And the next thing I do is satin, and I just like to keep it quite low, so like on 10. I don't know, it just looks cooler, and I just feel like it looks better with it. And gradient overlay, so if we put it to overlay mode again, oh, didn't mean to do that. There you go. If we put it, wait, what? I broke something. Hang on, guys. It was, there you go. There you go. Screen. Anyway, so yeah, gradient overlay. Put the opacity down. And if the sun source is here, you want to make the top bit brighter. So, but don't go that much, because that just doesn't look good anymore. So I'll keep around 40. And then that's pretty much it. If you want to mess around with some other stuff like color overlay, I don't know, just give the person some tint. I guess. Hang on, actually, if we put it to orange, kind of orangey yellow, and put it to like 3. Yeah, it makes a slight difference. So yeah, if you want to use that, you can. It's up to you. And that's pretty much it. And now we want to duplicate the layer, so Ctrl J to duplicate it, and go to filter and filter gallery, and then you want to go to glowing edges. And those are my personal settings. If you want to use them, you can. Hang on, because those are messed up. Yeah, 165. Those are my settings, but it also depends what resolution you're working on, because sometimes if you have like higher resolution, like you have to make this thicker. But yeah, you just have to mess around with this sometimes. But yeah, and my blending mode is most of the time it's color dodge or liner dodge, and sometimes when I do some dark themed banners, I like to go with soft light because it looks really nice. And this would work with like a sunset maybe, I don't know. But yeah, as you see, it looks really cool, but it doesn't necessarily fit the screenshot, the background rather. So I'm gonna put it on color dodge this time because I think it suits it the most. But it's way too bright on the top, so you want to create a layer mask, go to your brush tool, put the opacity maybe 40-50, and just kind of erase the bits that kind of have like too much. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You see those like random colors here, like the blues and reds, you wanna get rid of those so it's not as strong, as you see here. Here as well. And of course I'm not the first person to come up with like adding color correction to Minecraft renders and stuff, but believe it or not, I actually always used this filter gallery idea before I even realized other people use it, which is kind of weird. And hang on, I need to adjust this because this is way too bright on top now. There you go. And if you want to add back the detail on top of the face, what I will do, no, I didn't meant to do that, change to the color white, and I'm gonna add the detail here. There you go. And let me switch back again. Alright, I guess that's alright. There you go. Alright, so now next step, what I do, I add light so it shines on the render. So I make a new layer, and this is gonna involve using my brush tool again. And this is my way of doing it. Some people have other ways of doing it, but basically I just choose the color white, and then I just kind of click around the area where the sun source is, and as you see, it looks kind of more natural. And you can put it to screen or light mode. Sometimes it makes a difference, sometimes it doesn't, but if we choose other blending modes, as you see, color, no, this is overlay, sorry. Overlay looks pretty good, but I'm actually gonna go with it. Oh no, I'm gonna go with soft light, it looks better in my opinion. Alright, so yeah, this is what I like to do, and you see it doesn't add that much to it, but it does improve it. And then I make another one. First of all, I put those together, and then hold Alt and click between the layers, and it's gonna like I don't know what you call it. It's gonna basically only paint in on your render. It's not gonna paint in the other layers. So what you want to do is, I'll put it on soft light again. Right, the capacity may be higher, and just kind of paint in like here. And now can decrease opacity. I want to change this actually. Right, there you go. Maybe add some light to the sword. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now let's get on to the actual color corrections. This was the lighting bit. So now let's actually, one more thing. If you want to add like glow to the sword, it's actually pretty easy to do. Just select the color that you want. So for example, it'll be more kind of like purplish. Make sure you create another layer. Always create new layers. And just select the size of the width of the sword and just paint it in like this. And then put the blending mode to maybe... Alright, this one looks good. See, like, you have to mess around with the blending modes, because for each and every single thing, each blending mode does a different thing, so it might look better. So one time it might look better on screen mode, one time it may look better on overlay, so you just have to mess around with this. And also let me create another one. I'm gonna do one for the ender eye. So oh, there we go. Hard light looks good on this one. Okay, so here we go. So we added a little glow to it, but we may not want to have it as bright. So yeah, there you go. Alright, now let's get onto the color correction. So we can all put this in, just group this and just name it something. I can't even spell. There you go. Alright, so now let's get on to the color corrections. So if you click down here, you of course you get a whole tab of all the other options, and I usually go with a gradient almost every single time, and you want to choose the color that suits your banner. So on this one I'll go with yellowish orange, or orangey red, I don't know. Let me see. Alright, I'll go with this one. I don't know why it does this. There you go. Alright, so this looks alright, but there's way too much of it. And I always right click rasterize the layer, so then I can move it around. So move it about. And you can also choose a blending mode. Sometimes it looks the best when it's on normal, but I think it looks a bit better when it's on screen now. So you can also, I don't know, use warp and just kind of do it like this. I don't know, it's all up to you. So now we got a gradient fill. I like to add a photo filter to give warmth to the picture, or you can choose different ones, of course. You can choose any color and it will give it basically a filter. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go with an orange and I'll put it to 25. And then I started color correction by using curves, and they're actually still pretty useful. This is like the easiest thing you can do, and they help a lot. So I always drag this curve up and this one down, and then I go to every single channel and just kind of adjust them. If there's too much red, I can bring that down. So I'll bring it down a little bit. And if we go to the green channel, we can add tons of green, but we don't want that. And we can make it more romantic by adding more pinks and purples. And then we got blues, and blue is pretty cool. I'm gonna add a bit more to it, and before, after, and we pretty much gave more detail to the whole picture. And if you go back, I would also like to show you one thing. So if we just duplicate this, so we have it before and after. If we go to camera raw filter, wait for that to load, we have all those different tabs you can mess around with. And if you have Photoshop's CC 2015, you have a few extra features here, but I don't have it yet, but I really want to update, so I'll probably do that soon. And here you can adjust your screenshot if you're not happy with it. If you want for it to be brighter, you can, and you can just adjust it here pretty easily. As you see, we can add more highlights, decrease the shadows, add more whites, blacks, clarity. It's actually pretty cool. If you kind of want to make like a foggy slash blurry image, you can decrease the clarity and it kind of looks cool. And then of course you got the vibrance, and you never want to oversaturate images because it doesn't look that good in my opinion. Sometimes I like to decrease the vibrance and increase the saturation, or do it the other way around. I'll keep it. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. Alright, so I'll go OK. And yeah, it didn't make that much of a difference, but did some. And yeah, so here's a before and after for you right there. Alright, going back to my color corrections. Color balance is a good one as well. It's all kind of similar, to be honest. They all do the same things, but as you see, it's turning into some weird things right now, so you don't want to add too much. So let's see what we could add. Color, this is what I just went through. Color lookup, and this is a thing that no one really touches for some reason. Like, I asked a few people if they knew about this, and no one knew about this, which is quite surprising. And if you click on color lookup, you get a set of CC presets, which is actually pretty cool. So you can just scroll through them and see which one you like. And you see Foggy Night, Fuji Atirana, like, kind of does the job for you. And like, I didn't even notice this until like 2 months ago. And sometimes you can create really cool looks with this. And for example, if I choose one, then I can also mess around with the blending modes and everything. But yeah, you see what I mean. But for this picture, it doesn't really enhance it anymore. And yeah, of course you got blacks and whites. If you want to make black and white image, you can mess around with all those stuff and everything. But yeah, I don't really use this. And alright, let's see what else we got. We got gradient map, which I don't really still understand to this day. Like, it's not really useful in Minecraft design, I don't think. If you use it, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's that good. And we also have levels, which is pretty much just like curves, but instead you've got different sliders, and I think I prefer this over the curves. But let's see how we're doing. 20 minutes, alright. And yeah, so here it is. and it all comes down to practice, and just, you know, just keep doing what you're doing and you're definitely gonna get better. And yeah, I did Minecraft designs for a little while. I don't think I'm that good. I think like I'm alright. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, if this tutorial hits 200 likes, I'll release another tutorial, and it's most likely going to be some kind of a text tutorial on Minecraft banners as well. And yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.